My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, Commander of the Armies of the North, General of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius, to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this night, life, or the next. What's up guys, and welcome back. We're here with another Rome 2 battlefield today, and as you can see we have Maximus here today, Maximus Decimus Meridius. He is commanding his Felix Legions today in Germania as we recreate the Battle of Vindobona, which, if you don't know, is the battle that is at the very beginning of the Gladiator film. So yes, we have some huge Roman legions here. We have like a lot of men. I think there's like at least 10,000 Romans on the battlefield here today, and there's at least 10,000 Germans hiding in those forests over there. Quite surprising that they're all hiding in that forest, but they are indeed. And yeah, we're using obviously DEI for today's battle, along with Imperial Legions of Rome mod. There's two mods for it, but I'll leave the links to in the description if you want to try out this scenario yourself and use Maximus's model here, which is amazing. It looks just straight out the film. And we also do have today, if I can find him, he's not the general, but he is here. Marcus Aurelius is here as well. A younger version of Marcus Aurelius than the one that is in the movies, but we thought we'd bring him anyway. But there you go, there's Marcus Aurelius. The Emperor is here. He is here to lead his troops to battle and on to glory. So this is going to be a really good battle, I have a feeling. And well, I know it is. And it's a very close ending, actually, surprisingly, for Romans versus Barbarians. So yeah, definitely stick around to the end to see who wins this one, or just to see Maximus in action. I mean, obviously we're going to try and keep it to like how it does in the film. So basically Maximus is going to go behind all of these, all of the Germans line here. As you can see, they're starting to appear. He's going to disappear into these forests, and then he will reappear at some point in the battle. And we will start with a bombardment from the artillery. We have a Scorpion. We have two Scorpions, and we have two Onagers, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what damage they can do and whether they can soften up this front line here. Well, I don't actually know. What are these units? Medium melee infantry. Okay, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the names, but we have the Swaby here, and we also have the Cimbri. Obviously, it was part of the Macamani Wars, was the Battle of Vindobona, but Macamani isn't a faction that you can use in DEI, so we decided not to bother with that and just go with the Swaby, which is obviously one of the most like known Germanic tribes. And then just thought, bring the Cimbri because why not? Just makes it different. And yeah, they're over here doing their bit. It looks like I will be facing off against the Cimbri. I'm playing as Marcus Aurelius, and then we have my ally here playing as Maximus. He's going to be facing the Swaby. But yeah, we've got some really cool units. I mean, we'll quickly go through some of the Romans because I think that's what most people want to see. We've got lots of auxiliaries in the front lines. We've got Cohors Ligurium. These guys look pretty damn nasty. We've got Cohors Navorum. These are all very like auxiliary units with spears. They're going to hold the line for a little while, but they're not as good as our legionaries. Was that just like a wolf? Yeah, that wolf. It looked huge in comparison to all these guys when they were crouching down. But yeah, then we've got the Cohors Alpinorum here. My favourite Cohors is somewhere along here. Here it is, Cohors the Batvians. Anyway, so basically the Batvians. They look awesome. But there you go. I can hear the orders are being given. And there you go, the first shots of fire artillery going off. They're going to go into the forest. So yeah, if you've seen, if you've seen the movie, you know that is the first move that they make. Trying to take out some pikes by the looks of it. Not a bad idea. Yeah, we gave them some pikes because obviously then they've got some chance of anti-cav. And got a nice hit there, actually getting quite a few kills. But yeah, so I mean, this is how it's going to start. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as epic as in the movie because, well, we just can't get that. Well, we could get quite a few Onagers, but then you wouldn't have as much infantry. It's a tough choice to make. But yeah, and then we'll quickly just have a look at the rest of the Roman units while we're here, because these models are just amazing. They're just amazing. And then we've got Cohors Evocata here. So these guys are like the veterans of the past campaigns. They look awesome. And then we've got somewhere along here, Evocata here. Oh, right next to them. There you go, Evocata Germanica. These are just the cohorts that are veterans of Germania. These guys have been fighting the Swaby and the Cimbri for years. There you go, they're marching forward again. And then the most elite boys that we have are these guys at the back. Well, actually, I say that there is another elite unit. I'll show you them in a moment. But we've got the Legionari Clibanorum. These guys are like the armored legionaries. basically in the vanilla Rome 2. They look awesome. And then at the very back, defending Marcus Aurelius, as they should be. Hopefully they don't murder him. The Praetorian Guard. We have 2 units of Custodes Praetori. One is actually my general unit instead of Marcus Aurelius. And these guys have their white capes, which I'm so glad that they have white capes. Like, Praetorians should be like in this sort of like uniform. This is how they should look, not like the vanilla one, which is just purple and red. Just a no-no. And then we have the first. We have the Eagle cohort here. The cohort's Aquili. There you can see the Eagle. And these guys are going to do a whole lot of work. That's a huge unit as well. 300 men. That's going to have to do a lot of work. Kill a lot of barbarians. We'll see what it can do. And these guys are getting focused down. You just have got to just stand here and endure it, though. That's kind of what happens in the movies. And these poor Germans. Oh, that one luckily missed. Druthanes or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't going to try and pronounce them. But we will just... You can see Maximus is just getting into position. This is getting very, very close to getting prepared for the ready of this... well, this battle's very much nearly ready is what I was going to say. We'll just fast forward a little bit. I mean, the Romans are marching up very slowly, very casually. I mean, it is going to be a slightly laggy battle, I have a feeling, because, well, there's a lot of units on the battlefield. And it's DEI, so it's a modded version of Rome 2. But yeah, we do obviously have large armies here today, so this is basically a 4v4, but just not on a small scale, small player scale, I guess you'd put it like that. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing like scenarios like this, and you'd like to see more like modded scenarios, just like cool little scenarios like this, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment to show your support as we work towards 2,500 subscribers. We are very close, guys. Only a few more hundred to go, and then it's on to the big 3K. And like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support recently. And just keep it up. Just keep it up. I mean, these guys are awesome. I also think I've also got a graphics mod on, which is Orbis Terraborum or something like that. It's quite good. Just gives that a little bit extra shine to the units in some ways. So I'll leave that again in the description if you want to try that out. And make your units look even like nicer. I mean, DEI already does that anyway, but then like this kind of on top, I think it just makes it look. I mean, they look amazing. These guys just look great against the sun. Even like you can look from either side and they look great. It's not like an Attila where you get one really dark side and then one really light side. It's one of the pains of recording Attila stuff. But not today. Look at the banners as well. I didn't even bother to look at them, but look at that. Look, the cohorts of Novanum. Look awesome. Yeah, these these auxiliaries have got a bit of a tough task up ahead against them. They've got to take on a lot of units here. A lot of these are actually like quite well chevroned up. We gave them a few chevrons, the Germans, just to kind of, you know, balance it out. Actually let them stand a little bit longer. But we'll see what happens. You can see the Scorpions here just like picking off troops. Scorpions are really accurate and they'll snatch a couple of troops here and there. Look at that one that flew just over the head. Oranges kind of just go through a larger like area just to aim at. Yeah, just snatching at them. I've not even like got any kills at the moment. The Scorpions got a few kills. Don't think they got massive kills. I think they got like 20 kills. Orange got a few more. I think it was actually getting on for 100 at this point. Especially when you started firing into this big old blob that was hidden in the forest here, which we didn't actually know that was hitting stuff, but it was. But here we go. The archers are opening fire, and the auxiliaries are under fire for the first time this battle. We'll look from the perspective of the Batavians here. Yeah, Batavians here getting ready with their javies. Throw the men! And in a second, the Romans are going to clash with the Germans. Here we go. Centurion leading the line. Banner out there. There we go. The Battle of Vindobona has begun. There is a place called Vindolanda that's in Britain, which is probably why I'm getting that mixed. Probably mixing the names up. Two places with Vindo in their name. But I mean, this looks amazing. Look at the blood. These guys are already like so bloodied up. That guy's got a pilum in him. He just doesn't even care. Somehow this Alpina guy's also got a pillar in him. I think actually they're getting like jabbied from their own troops here, back here. I think these cohort Evocata are throwing their jabbies into the mix as well. Which you can see in here, there's like so much fighting going on. It's insane. The banner carrier for some reason fighting with his banner against the German. Oh, look at that poor soldier there. For the Emperor and the Empire, Roma Invicta. Yeah, these auxiliaries are going to just basically lighten up the Germans, make them a lot easier for the legionaries to come in. That's basically their role in reality as well. They kind of get sent as like skirmish troops or the flanks. Well, they do all sorts, but yeah, I mean, this looks amazing. Just all the fighting going on in the forest. We're like deep in a forest now, look. We could not see these troops in reality. We also couldn't really, like, the lag in when we did this, it was very, very extreme. But I mean, it's actually doing okay in this. It's doing okay, but yeah, you can see, look at this. It's pretty damn insane. The Roman legionaries are now in combat as well. We've now got the Clibonori. My elites are already in combat, like my super heavy like units already in combat. Because they were kind of defending the right flank. But yeah, you can see, look at, they've got like the armored arm to protect their arm when from like any downswinging cuts. And then we've got cavalry here. We've got some Germanic cavalry. They've not got much, but it is some. They've got some very light shock cavalry. It's causing issues for these Romans in here. Yeah, it looks amazing. Let's go into slow-mo for a bit. Let's go into slow-mo. Just watch as some, like, poor Romans get surrounded. I mean, these guys are actually getting surrounded at the moment. There are more Romans coming out of the woods, or going into the woods, I should say. They're going to do their bit. They're going to throw Pilum, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. They're going to get Pilum thrown at them, or Jabby thrown at them. They're like, hold fast, men. These are just a bunch of barbarians. We'll kill them off in no time at all. But, yeah, so, I mean, the more Romans going in that direction. We've got plenty still in reserve over here. We've got loads here. I mean, we are starting to see wavering on the Roman side, though. Cohorts Alpinorum actually already breaking. That's a real shame. So that's actually going to leave a gap on the line for these heavy melee infantry to come through if they want to. I mean, there's plenty of very heavy melee that's able to go in as well, like cohorts Evocata ready to go in. Now on the far side, my ally has now engaged as well, so his cohorts are now in combat as well, or his auxiliary cohorts are now in combat. He's got his cohorts Tungorum here, another Germanic auxiliary unit. Shouldn't really have these guys fighting, actually, because these guys are related, obviously, to the people they're fighting. So really, if you've watched Barbarians, you know that's a bad idea. You shouldn't have German auxiliaries fighting Germans, and they didn't after the Battle of Schuttenberg Forest. Is Maximus moving yet? He is not moving. He's still hidden. Just keep an eye on him. Let's see some of these Batavians in action. Where are they? Here they are. I just love the Batavians. I don't know what it is. They're just so badass. If you read about them in history, they're like one of the first to land in the Roman invasion of Britain, and they're actually a really good unit. They're kind of renowned by the auxiliary units, and the actual Roman legions actually kind of consider them kind of like not an equal, but like they have some pretty like good regards for them, like sort of thing. They regard them quite well, which is good to see. Like, I mean, it's good to hear about, because it's one of my favourite units, I think, in the Roman army. Oh yeah, the lag is kind of getting a little bit extreme, I think mainly because of all these units fighting. I do apologise. But we have Berserkers here fighting. Look at these guys. They're fighting out against the cohorts Alpinorum. Yeah, these are a light melee infantry unit. Tiwaz Druitis? I don't know how you say that name. There you go. They're like, it's just basically Berserkers. They're fighting in combat right now. The cohorts Alpinorum will do their best to hold them back. Let's put it at normal speed. We get the glorious sounds of combat. But look at this. Look at that line. It's just a huge old fight, and it's great. And I mean, soon, because of all this going on, Maximus will soon be in combat. You can see the Germans trying to flank around. They've got some very light spears here ready to flank around. But they don't realize that there's some legionary veterans coming out. We've got some cohorts of Evocata here. They're ready to come out and do their bit. Out of the woods they come. Veterans of many a campaign. These guys join the Legion again, either have been called up or need to join for monetary reasons. But yeah, they're just throwing jabbies in. These guys, they're probably getting some decent kills. It's a shame that Pilum, like, you can't just get rid of the shield. Like, the animation's not a thing. They got some decent volleys inside there, like Cohorts Alpinorum, which is beating the very light melee really easily. And I mean, the Cohorts Babatorium here going in again, absolutely taking names. These guys just do. Medium melee infantry they're now fighting against. There you go. These guys are so bloodied up. It's amazing. Oh, we could definitely have to play some more DEI more often because it's such a great mod. But yeah, at this point, I'm actually starting to lose quite a lot of my cohorts. I'm facing quite a stern defense in this forest, it would seem. And there's a lot of stuff in here. But yeah, a lot of my cohorts, Navarrum and other stuff is breaking. I mean, he is also losing a lot of stuff in combat as the Cimbri player. He's got Berserkers in here as well. He's got like Berserkers with no armor on. Kind of cool to look at. But yeah, my cohorts are starting to lose in here. And I can't even tell, really. Because there's just a lot of forest. And there you go, you can see these guys getting surrounded. Got some, these cohorts, Aquatorum here. Anquitorum, yeah, basically from Aquitaine. But they're getting surrounded now, these Navorum, or more, actually more Aquitainorum. I don't know how you say that name. But basically now we're sending in more infantry, more Clibanorum to hold this area, just to try and pin them down, like, because there's a lot of issues going on in this right flank. It doesn't help the cavalry's causing absolute mayhem as well. There we go, infantry into combat. It is pretty damn insane. The cavalry's now coming out of the woods. It's had its fun fighting these infantry units in here. Which, I mean, they've broken 2 units of my most elite unit, like most elite infantry. This one might return 105, 104 and counting, whatever. But yeah, that is a kind of a concern. You see the cavalry's now just free to like just charge in the back of anything over here. And it might, and I think it will. We need to really get some cavalry over here. The only cavalry we have available is Marcus Aurelius. He might need to move over. I mean, so might the Praetorian Guard. They might actually need to be going into combat. We can see the first cohort, the cohorts Aquili, has been sent forward. 300 men ready for battle. We are actually breaking through here, though. I am actually fighting archers now in combat here. My cohorts Avocado should just have an easy time killing these guys. And I think at this point, Maximus has arrived. Here we go. Maximus is on the battlefield. He's doing his best. Where is he? Where is he? He's at the back. He's not actually charged in himself yet. Not got his 2 gladiators out. Just chopping left, right, and center. There he is. But yeah, I mean, he's got some Equites, Legionnaires. This is a legionary cavalry. These guys are pretty solid. They're a pretty good shot cavalry unit. And they'll do a lot of damage. I mean, he needs to go after archers. He needs to, like, get rear charges on stuff. I think you can charge these pikes before they get their pikes down. It's not a bad idea, but they have just charged in now. Losing decisively. Where is Maximus? He's still there. We've still got Equites Legionnaires here. You can see that the left flank has been fully won by the Romans here. They've broken this very light spear unit with these veterans, and now they can send these guys in to come and support the cavalry. And to be fair, the Suebi line is starting to waver pretty hard. And compared to like the Cimbri line, this is not looking good for the Germans. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the cavalry can do. I mean, what's it fighting here? It's fighting a lot of shot cavalry, actually. Yeah, medium shot cavalry in combat here. Obviously, I felt like we had to give them some cavalry, the Germans, because otherwise it was going to be very hard for them to just stop this cavalry. But it's not got much. They've not got enough to stop all this cavalry, I don't think. But there you go. And we've got another unit of shot cavalry here for Suebi. And that's going into combat against Maximus. Maximus has gone in. You can see him there in his gold armor. See if we can get in front, like a front-on view of him. He's probably turned now. Yeah, he has. There he is. There he is in combat. wonder if we can get a kill. I mean, he's quite well protected by his bodyguard at the moment, but so who knows? Who flippin' knows? Oh, it looks like such a good unit. It actually looks fully like the unit as well in like in the movie. Looks amazing. There he is. And he's got some support now from his equites coming up, so that's good. Lots of legionary caps come and help him. I mean, I missed the quote that he said, like the timing of the quote that he said, but I mean, definitely would be like, if you find yourself riding in green fields with the sun in your face, then you are in Elysium because you are already dead, or something like that. Well, that's how it goes, something like that. It's quite a nice line, I think. And then we got I was about to say Mark Antony. It's Marcus Aurelius, in fact, not Mark Antony. Marcus Aurelius is in combat. There he is, the Emperor, fully in combat. His Praetorians not doing their job protecting him. Just let him and his little entourage go off fighting. But they have actually routed this very light shock cavalry, and this shock cavalry here might get routed as well with the support of the cohorts Aquili. The eagle is near the Emperor. It's glorious, glorious. But yeah, it's still looking pretty bad over here. This right flank is literally being held on by one Clibanorum. I mean, look at this poor unit here. This is giving me some Teutoburg Forest vibes. This poor legionary unit surrounded. Defend the standard, men. Defend the standard to the last. Eagle lost, honor lost, all lost. The Centurion, he's carrying in the middle of that formation. You soldier, you need to get to the front. Order your men forward. And they've routed. The 59 of them left. That's a shame. But we do have 300 more men that can get thrown into the mix now. We have these cohorts Aquili are ready to do business. And at this point, I think I send in the Praetorians. Yeah, the Praetorians are about to go into combat. Or one of them is. The Emperor's Own. Doing their bit. What are they firing javies at? Oh, they're firing javies at these guys over here. Not a bad target. Not a bad target at all. Look at this light spear unit is actually winning in fight against my cohorts Evercast. I actually generally did not know what the issue was. I think it's because we brought like no archers and they did. So our archers just did like, obviously we had no archer support, so we got softened up pretty easy. But there you go, the Praetorians going in, doing their bit. Cutting these guys down. I mean, they're very easy to tell who's a Praetorian and who's not. And those white capes are going to be covered in blood, and they will be red by the end of this battle. Either in their own blood or the enemies, but I'm sure it'll be mainly the enemies. These Praetorians, they're coming late to the battle, so I mean, they're going to be racking up a lot of kills. This Germanica unit needs to go into combat over here to deal with all these archers. Look, but this is a good sign. Kimberly's now sending in archers to hold back cohorts Evercarter. That's an insanely good sign. I mean, there's a huge gap here in the line that's opened up that like needs to be taken advantage of. Swaby has like kind of just broken the line to come and try and deal with these flanking units here. What's this? Evercarter Germanica in combat here. Here we go. And now you can see that we've taken advantage of my general, the other Praetorian unit, and a load of Legionary Clibanorum are going to go through this gap here. We've got another Evercarter Germanica that's taking on the fight here because these cohorts Novorum nearly have finished. They're nearly finished, really. They've been in combat a long time, these poor auxiliaries. They've done their job so well, killing their own kinsmen. And now they're going to be supported with some true Romans, some veterans of the German campaigns going in. And there you go, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 units there, 5 Clibanorum, 1 Praetorian, and they're going to go through this gap here. And at this point, I think it's my teammate actually does disconnect, which is a real shame because he was having such a good game. He was really enjoying playing as Maximus. But yeah, you can see, talking of Maximus, he's over here running down Swaby troops. He's just running down these poor little melee infantry units. Can't even see him. He's all the way back here. He's been a bit of a coward in today's battle, isn't he, Maximus? But we'll be sure to use him in other battles. Maybe not like battles that he fights in like Gladiator, but I mean, it's just a cool unit to use. And it's yeah, but there you go. You can see the Cimbri is starting to waver on a lot of fronts here now. Not good at all. I think the general is dotted around here somewhere. He's doing something. Is the general, or maybe not? He's somewhere around here. I thought he does make an appearance very soon. I mean, these cohorts ever cast here. 50 men left. They need to send in this Germanica unit here. Just send it in. Go and help their cohort Ever Carter brothers. But yeah, they have been fighting for so long. These guys, like the bodies just everywhere. More men breaking. We'll just like go through here. Just go through the here. It's the woods. It's just full of bodies. And here's more. And here comes some Ever Carter Germanica into the flank. Not want to see that coming at you. All you see is the shields. You don't even see the men. You just see a wall of shields. And yeah, they go into the flanks, and now they're flanking all of this swavy stuff here and relieving troops. Like, look at that cohort's Ever Carter down to, well, it's down to 80 men, I thought, but then that's the Ollinger crew. Lol. And then, yeah, look at that. There's the general. He just makes an appearance, and he's going to run down this Ever Carter unit, rouse it fully, and he frees up this infantry. So well done by the Cimbri player there. We've got some cohorts Bavatorum that have returned. Batavorum, I should say. They've returned. I am actually starting to get quite a few units that are starting to return. I've got some Clibanorum here getting charged down by cavalry. Stab them with the Gladius Maximus. Or I don't know what Marcus it would be. Maximus is already somewhere else. Can't be another Maximus in the battlefield. And there you go, he's just routed 2 units of Clibanorum like that. I mean, even though this one's winning, it's barely holding. But yeah, the right flank is not looking great. The Eagle cohort is now fully in combat. I can't see the Eagle. Don't tell me the Eagle's fallen. It might have actually died. The Eagle, like the standard bearer, may have died. What an idiot. What an idiot. But there we go. You can see the cohorts Aquili in combat. I mean, look amazing. I love the shields. This is like the typical shield of Rome that everyone thinks of. No one can stop the might of Rome. And there you go. I mean, there's some more units returning here. We've got some cohorts Batavorum in combat here now. Just doing their best. They're fighting berserkers, these guys. I mean, apparently both these units are losing. So, I mean, clearly Batavorum is having its effect, even though it's wavering. It's actually beating these guys. And that's what I like to see. Come on, my boys. Oh, no, don't break. Don't break. No. Not my Batavian boys. Oh, well. Marcus Aurelius is back in combat. He's doing his little charges. He's only lost 3 bodyguard. The units are, like, these Imperial Legions units are actually kind of pretty strong. They're like as strong as vanilla units. Like, DEI has really low melee attack and stuff like that. But still, the thing is, like, he's still vulnerable to, like, being killed with HP. HP's not really much different. And also, if you just jabby them, like, or get pikes down, then these units die quite quickly. Maximus is in combat here. He's in combat fighting some units. There he is. Quite bloodied up at this point, but and so is bodyguard. But he's doing okay. He's not lost his gladius yet. He's got a really long, like, cavalry sword, like a Sparta almost. And here we go. There's a charge to the rear by the legionary cavalry there, and they've just routed all of those archers. Look at this. This is just a big old blob here now. Pikes getting surrounded, they're breaking. And yeah, that's basically the Suebi cleaned up, and now it's time to start sending troops over. Cavalry's coming over. I mean, there's all sorts coming over just to deal with what is left of the Cimbri. The general is now in combat, actually. He's now fighting Marcus Aurelius. There's a general v general, and then we have some cohorts Ever Carter coming in. They're going to support this fight. It's just a mess in here. I mean, I can get rid of the foliage, and look what you have. I mean, it's kind of scary. I kind of like leaving it on for I don't know, for the, I don't know, the ambience, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Oh, I can't remember. Basically, it just makes it feel like you're actually fighting in Germania. And here we've got Praetorians in combat now, helping their emperor. And I think this cavalry unit is now sealed off. It cannot get out. There is it's fully surrounded by Romans. Yeah, it is. It's surrounded at the back by Marcus Aurelius. You've got the Praetorians on one flank and the cohorts Evercarta on another. And there's Marcus Aurelius in there with his purple cape. But yeah, these Germans are getting cut down, and it won't be long until the general is dead, probably. There you go. I think he's just died. Yeah, oh, he's just died definitely now in combat. And there you go, he's broken. So these Cimbri units, they actually probably won't last much longer, you would have thought. I mean, they're still beating these Evercarta Germanica, though. They're having a really, like I said, they had a really good game, did the Germans. They actually did a lot of damage to the Roman legions, like they did in the movie, apparently. Like what Maximus says, like he loses like 2,000 to 3,000 men, I think it was. I think it was one or the other. I think it was 2,000 men, and he had like 3,000 that were wounded. So that's pretty that's a legion of casualties. I don't know how. I presume he had several legions, maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, he takes a lot of casualties in fairness. And here we go. Marcus Aurelius is coming to the aid of his legions. There we go. He goes in, charges into the side of these guys. Got cohorts Evercarta here in combat as well. The little gladiuses of the Roman legions doing their bit, stabbing out behind the shield, killing the Germans with their unprotected in their unprotected bodies. They are literally just wearing cloths. Like these gladiuses would just rip through them. And there you go. They're starting to see a lot of wavering going on. The Praetorians now coming over to aid the cohorts Acolyte, which is actually losing. Look at this. These units just do not like fighting the Germans. I don't know what it is. But they don't seem to enjoy fighting them. The Centurion's still alive. He needs to pick up the standard. He needs to make an example. Here we go. Praetorians coming in. Praetorians and the first cohort fighting together. Only on this channel. God, they look great. There you go. I mean, it's just a huge chain rout now, basically. The general died. Swaby's long gone, and the Romans are going to take the day. So Maximus has got his victory at Vindobona. And, yeah, obviously now the events of Gladiator will now take place. Obviously, Marcus Aurelius will die. Commodus will assume the emperorship. And Maximus becomes a gladiator. And there you go. I hope you guys were entertained by that. That certainly was a really, really good battle. A close victory for Rome, and we'll look at the end result here. So, yeah, I was playing as one of the Roman armies, and then we have the real Alex Albon, who was playing as the other. Then we have Aiden and Mythic, who are playing as the 2 Germans. So, we'll quickly have a look at the end results. My general only getting 44 kills. Marcus Aurelius getting 84 kills. Pretty good for a doddery old man. And then we have cohorts Acolyte getting 344 kills. And they were still pretty strong. They had 177 men left or something like that. My Batavians getting 270. So good to see these guys doing really well. My cohorts Evercarta 369 kills. My other Praetorian getting 245, and they had no damage done to them. Wow. Then we have the Evercarta Germanica 190. I think the best one. Then the Legionari Clibanorum. Here, what did they get? They got 120, I think, the best. I think 139, actually, which is pretty shocking because these guys are supposed to be the best of the best. And then actually you have another cohort, Evercarta, down there with 290. That's pretty good. Then out of all my assorted auxiliaries down here, they got 75 kills. The Alpinorum, 80 kills. This Navarum, but nothing great. And then my Onager actually got 143 kills, which is not too shabby. Then we'll have a look at the real Alex Albon. Maximus getting 123 kills. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. And then he got 104 kills with his Onager. His Equites Legionnaires got 179, the best one. His Alpinorum getting 114. His Batavians getting 206. Actually, his did consistently a lot better, but not quite as good as mine, I don't think. And then his Cohor's Evocata 298. That's very good. His Novorum and Tunganorum getting like 83 kills, the best. His Evocata Germanica, which he's got a lot of legions or these veterans of Germanica, getting 118, I think the best one. And then his Legionary Clibanorum getting like no kills, but they barely got into the battle. They like just appeared on my flank and just kind of were there ready to support. And then we have Aiden, who was playing as the Kimberly, who was facing me. His general getting 39 kills. His cavalry, actually, even though they're causing a lot of havoc, only getting 28 kills. They didn't do that great. His archers, again, only getting 58 kills. So they seem to be doing a lot of damage. His, I'm pretty sure he's got some elite javelins somewhere else, but these might be them here, actually, getting 56 kills. But anyway, yeah, he's got 102, actually, this one here. But then his like swords here getting 151. I think that's one of these most elite swords. His Berserk is getting 141. His medium swords getting 64 kills, 66. His another medium sword unit, I think this is actually a more heavy medium sword, I don't know, getting 111. And his spears down here getting 135, 173. Very nice. And then his Mythic, who's playing as the Swaby, he got 100, not 100, he got 61 kills with his general. His cavalry did not do that great, only getting like 31 kills. He kind of got just overwhelmed by Maximus's cavalry. His archers here getting 46, I think the best. He's got some like elite javies here. These guys getting 56 kills. His spears not doing that great, only getting 86 kills. His swords getting 33. I mean, the Swaby just did not do as well as the Kimberly generally. He's got some swords down here getting 132. And his like spears down here getting like 95, and his Berserk is only getting 35 kills, which is a real shame because they're really good. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this battle, then I hope you'll leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and show your support to the channel. I hope you guys were entertained, as Maximus would say. Are you not entertained? And until next time, Legionnaires, bye for now.